Hello, everyone. Welcome to Anime
Hi.
Church.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah. Hi, how are you? Don't worry. All the stuff you were talking about in the beginning, I didn't have
Oh,
you unmuted yet.
oh, thank God.
I let you. I was not going to unmute you until you were done with that particular topic, and then I was like, all right, cool. So, hi, welcome to Anime Church. I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus!
And I am Fenrisarian, your patron saint to snackos and alcohol, and I gotta figure out how a patron saint dresses for the next con.
I literally wish I had the second thing that you are the patron saint of right now, man. Or shit, I'd just be happy with water that's not from the tap. I ran out of water like a day and a half ago, and I'm like,
Oof.
fuck, I'm having a drink from the sink, and none of that water is good for you.
No.
So, yep, I'm flat broke. So if anybody wants to donate to the POM Foundation, aka Poor Old Me, that's what we're up to. Anyway,
Skinny
yeah,
Dude brings up a good question that I don't remember the answer to. Fenris, why does your thing turn into a puddle of blood when you talk? I remember it's a joke, I just don't remember the joke.
Yeah, that was back during one of the horror games that we were streaming a while ago. And I just wanted to be a smartass, where every time I talked, I died.
We should really undo that. Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Because that's been there for, like, I think over a year now.
It's something you should fix.
I will eventually.
eventually meeting in 5 minutes.
If I remember.
No. You're gonna that wasn't a request. That was a deliberate command. Please fix this.
I don't even remember
I
what
should
fucking
make
thing
it
it is.
so that
Fuji
my Jinwoo
TV
icon turns into a
or
Batman.
Fuji something. Fucking. It has the word
Fuji Tech.
in it. Fuji Tech, or is it Fuji Tech?
Listen, skinny dude, if I had my way, yes.
Yeah, reactive.fuji.tech. That's where you gotta go.
Yeah, that's the
Got it. Okay.
Eventually meaning never. And how dare you? No, we're gonna get this fixed. It's gonna get fixed properly.
All eventually right. Meaning probably.
We have a little bit of anime news today, and I mean just a little bit because I didn't see anything that, like, when I went searching yesterday, that I was like super like jazzed about talking about.
You like jazz?
Oh, be quiet. So,
man, that really stings. Honey, we could be here all day. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Damn it, Moon.
Oh, okay, I'm done.
No, are you done?
We all know.
Are you done? You sure? You're not through winging it?
Oh,
you really? Really? You can buzz in my ear some more if you want. Fucking yellow jacket ass annoying waspy motherfucker.
Oh.
I can play this game too, Lord. Only I could do it with conviction. I know that those quick set of insults must really sting, but you know.
Listen, you're bugging me right now, okay?
Don't die over losing it, man. So we done now?
I don't know. We might have been caught in a web of puns.
This is why I drink. And this is also why I really don't want to change my speaking icon.
See, buddy? see, Fenris? See what I'm saying? You really want to do this 2 weeks from now? Twice?
He behaves himself better at the fucking solo leveling.
I do.
Because he takes that seriously. This whole show is a joke to him.
Like,
it's not a joke, but I just make jokes.
Really? You sprinkle them around? What, you pollinating?
That's right. Can't have a background.
I don't know enough insects.
Really? You haven't talked to a few? Haven't gotten in touch with the hive?
The hive cluster is under attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and explain this. You're more like a worker and not really the queen bee.
Yeah, but you're starting to drone on, man.
Well, you're gonna have to soldier forth. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we've been up to. So first off, I have some good news. I have dropped over 8 pounds now. I'm down to 218 now. If I get to 216, by the way, that's over the last 2 weeks. Also, I made homemade oatmeal last night.
Nice.
I did not realize you could make oatmeal in an Instapot, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I threw some cinnamon sticks in there.
Yep.
And a little splash of vanilla extract. I wish that I had some apple that I could have cut some chunks of apple in there and thrown in, because it would have made the apples extra soft and had some apple flavoring in there. I would have gone through like 1 or 2 apples, because I had 2 cups of oatmeal and then like 4 cups of water. It made it nice. It was nice consistency to the oatmeal. It was very nice. And so yeah, I had some oatmeal last night and then some more oatmeal this morning, and I had a little bit of waffles. I didn't have any syrup on my waffles because I'm out of syrup, but I do have honey, and I put honey on my waffles and ate them that way, and that's really tasty. It's very good. I just wish I had fruit in my house, I could put apples in there. I could throw some strawberries on it when I was, after I'd ladled it into my bowl. Would have been some good stuff, man. Been happy with it. Anyhow, how y'all doing this week?
Doing all right. Last night I went to it's a thing called Wild Rumpus that happens in Athens with some friends. Big old party and rave for Halloween and shit. So
right.
It was a good time. I actually didn't drink, but had food, had good fun.
That reminds me. Fenris, I was sad that you weren't around yesterday.
Why?
Because I was playing Resident Evil 4 for like a majority of the day yesterday, and I was on professional. It was my very first time playing professional.
Yeah.
I did a couple of things with mods that made it so much easier. And I got some achievements because of it. Like, okay, so I did the easier minecart thing, and I used all 4. So you cannot come off the tracks. You don't need to worry about switches. You don't need to worry about boards, and they make it where there are no enemies. But all the audio cues are still there, which is just great. So I literally was able to go through the entire minecart section without taking damage, which is an achievement. I did it on professional.
Nice.
But yeah, I S+ professional because of course I did. Of course I did.
Yeah, I had a friend from out of town come in yesterday, and she was very wanting to just hang out with me all day.
Oh. Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah. But yeah, I did that. That was my big thing yesterday. Speaking of which, guys, this Thursday, this Halloween, I at least have officially confirmed Fenris and Leafy and Michin should. Oh no, I think Michin's on break. I think she's on break. I think it's just Fenris and Leafy. Yeah, whoever can show up. You were given an invitation, but you did not confirm if you could.
I was the first to respond. I couldn't confirm it because things are. Yes, I was.
You were not the first to respond. You know how I know
put it in your channel, right?
No. No, I talked to I talked directly to Fenris and Leafy before setting any of the other people up. They were the main two that I wanted to make sure I had.
You had put a post about it somewhere
Yes.
about, and I had responded saying I might be able to do it. I should be able. We'll see. Plans get made a lot of times very quickly. So I'm
But
like,
prior to
yesterday
that,
was very sudden.
Prior to that, I'd already confirmed Leafy and Fenris.
Fair enough.
Yep. So you were the third to respond.
Hmm.
Hey, Moon. How does it feel to be the bronze medal?
I don't even remember the response to that.
Da 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 da
God,
da
it's
da
been so
da
long.
moon. Da 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 moon.
Oh, that
Moon,
really works for
moon.
later.
Moon.
Nails here.
Nail. All right. Yeah, but yeah, Fenris, what you got? What you got that you want to catch people up on today?
I did a shit ton of work, and I am looking forward to hearing back if I get a new position.
Nice.
Proud of you and hope you get it.
All right, guys. Not a lot of updates that I'm aware of that I can talk publicly about on Fat Dog. Konosuba is in the audio mixing phase toward the end of that, and then we'll be adding the sound effects, music, all that stuff, and then doing one final pass to clean a few things up, either on the audio or visual side, and it should be good to go. So hopefully within 2 weeks, we should be good on that end. Yeah.
We're also nearly finished writing episode 2 of Solo Leveling.
Yeah, that's not going to take long. Like
No,
one
we
more
just gotta
day of
discuss
working.
that last scene, which
Yeah, one more day of working, and we've got a really funny scene that we just threw in that does not exist in the anime at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny. It's gonna be a lot of fun letting them. It's gonna be a lot of fun letting them just go, letting them talk. I can't wait for that. Alrighty. Those are your updates. Let's talk a bit about the news. We have, when I said it was a short amount of anime that we're going to talk about at the end, I'm not joking. Most of it is general nerdy news. Oh, Rick, you did a thing. What? Oh no. What thing did you do? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, salty Rick.
Oh, Fenris, you want to all right, this is a bit I love that the message is I did a thing. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. I can grab groceries. Thank you, Rick.
Nice.
Thank you.
I
Rick
changed it. Are you happy, Richie?
Yes, very.
It's a singing wolf.
Yay! So now it's Steve, the singing wolf. I appreciate it, Rick. But yeah, the other thing that we could talk about. So, Fenris, we did a bit of IT work this week because our lovely Lennon had computer problems.
Antivirus programs are bullshit.
Yeah. So Lennon is eventually going to be upgrading from a laptop to at least a pre-built PC tower. Like an actual, like the actual, like everything that's in it. And the one that we found for her at a really good price, considering all the shit that's in it. It's a very good, power levels are bullshit. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, they are.
Power levels are bullshit.
It's a really good price, especially for all the things in it. Rick, I'm going to send you a link to this. Like, if you look, like, you may not know specs, but trust me, when I was telling Lennon, I was like, look, if you have trouble like this again, you can reach out to Fenris, you can reach out to Sonic, you can reach out to Shim, you can reach out to Calvin, you can reach out to Moon. We have a whole IT department in Fat Dog right now.
Hello, Fat Dog IT. Yes, I can change my accent to make the experience more to your liking.
Hello, welcome to Fat Dog.
Why Asterian?
Well,
have you tried not being a Dave?
Dear, I'm going to need you to turn it off and back on again.
Dear. All right, so yeah. I love that she asked me. She's just like, "Where do I make the installments?" And I just screenshot and highlighted the second page.
That's the way to do it, though.
Yeah, here's where you click. Here is where you click. Also, Moon, I'm gonna send you this. Your jaw is not gonna drop, but it's gonna be like, wait, what? And now this, I think you need to click on the 2 terabyte version, not the 1 terabyte version.
To be fair, though, Moon also has a much better rig than what you're showing him.
I know, but like this for a pre-built, right? This for a pre-built. This is fucking fantastic. You know what? Should I just post it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna post it in just the actual chat. I'm gonna post it in the actual chat right
Nobody can replace Sayu tech support. I just want to take some of the pain that he has to deal with on a daily basis from him.
You have a friend that does IT for the bureau. That's
not bad.
Yeah, exactly right.
1 terabyte M.2 liquid cooling.
1 terabyte M.2, and you can
Built-in
have the 1
Wi-Fi.
terabyte SSD. That's for the 2 terabyte version. Now, if you want a 2 terabyte SSD for like gaming, which you should get because games are large in file size, that is essentially what you'd be looking for. That's a decent pre-built computer, like with the specs. And keep in mind that it's in the 30 series of graphics cards. Yeah, it's a 30 series. Now she could go up to the 40 series, but it's not something that is dire at the moment. But now that she's doing that, she could switch over to a 40 series. It would be more expensive. Yeah, it's got a 3050, which is not bad. It's not bad.
No, that'll play just about anything.
Yeah.
The only thing I think it can't do is VR. But don't quote me on that. It's been a bit.
Well, the VR is just linked to the graphics card.
True enough.
Yeah. So
Well,
I'm thinking
that is the graphics card, the NVIDIA RTX 3050.
I'm thinking that
Let me double check that.
you can't handle helping Monarch with her scuff issues.
Fuck, I can't. I'm confident I can help her with her scuff issues.
Literally,
the fact I walk.
I want
90-year-olds on how to set up a
I
fucking modem on a
100%
daily
want to
basis.
see that. I want to see that. I want, instead of her calling Sayu tech support, she calls Fenris tech support, and let's see what the difference is.
Hello.
Gave you a 4060 as a what? As a gift, groomsman gift, that I have to build a new computer.
Oh shit!
Oh boy, that's a lot. That's a lot, my dude. Yeah, the thing is that I have to calm a lot of people down on with computer building, because I get it. It was the same with me. I'm worried about, oh my god, I'm gonna fuck something up by touching it. Nope, that's not how that works.
All you gotta do is touch something metallic in your room. That is not the computer.
It's the only thing
ground
that is
yourself very
truly
easily.
the only thing that is truly sensitive is the processor.
Yes.
That is the thing that you like. If you fuck that up, you have to go get a new one. It's not.
Yeah. I am
There's
so
a lot
glad
of
the
stuff
processor
that is way more durable now.
Yeah, I'm so glad the processor and everything y'all sent me doesn't have pins.
Yeah,
because
if you get a
pinless, I can't fuck it up.
That.
If you get a penless processor, so much better. So much better.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why if you get a
that's so much
processor with
better.
pins, you scrape them off.
There's a cat. All right.
Yep.
So
Just get a nice shaving razor blade and just shing.
Exactly.
They come
Then
right
you
off.
don't have to worry about them.
yeah, because
Some
that's how
people
that
thought
works.
that was actual advice.
No, they did not.
There are some people who did. I'm sure.
Yeah, there
of
are.
it.
Just like there are people who think putting screws into their tires helps them with traction in the winter.
Yeah.
What?
Or how putting antifreeze in their window and their washer fluid works.
Mm-mm.
No, that's not what antifreeze does. That's
I know.
Oh. People hurt me.
it's antifreeze for the engine, not the winch. That's
And antifreeze breaks down the rubber hosing a lot quicker and can fry the motor. But
Yeah.
people don't know that. They just
There are
think,
people who
oh,
don't even understand that oil is the only thing that goes into the oil receptacle on an engine. They think all fluids go into that hole.
please disregard the talking heads and don't do that. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Don't do that. All right. So that being
Letting the
said,
days go by.
that being said, I think we have covered everything that we need to cover as far as the basics, and we can now start talking about the news. Let's dive into the news.
I've got my snorkel. I'm ready to go.
Also, hi, Revan. Is Revan here?
He was here.
He was here? Okay. Everybody say hi to Salty Rick.
Hi, Rick.
Salty Rick!
Yep. Oh yeah, this weekend is also the weekend that we're going to be doing the solo leveling manhwa readings. So about 2 hours after the show usually is supposed to end at about 4:00, and then at 6:00 Central Time. Let me go ahead and process that. Central Time Zone, 4:00 is
That's
when
5
this
o'clock
show
Eastern.
typically ends. And 6:00 Central Time, aka 7:00 Eastern, on
Yes.
the Eastern Coast, is when we start up the solo leveling manhwa reading, and we usually go for about 2 hours. That's where we're at. So, wubba lubba dub dub. Hi, Rick. Oh, that's great.
Lubba lubba dub dub!
I don't think he was named after that Rick, but sure. That being said, Rick, there's some good steaks around here that I can cook. If you ever come over, let me know. Give me advance notice. I'll make sure we get some steak, a veggie of your choice, some potatoes. We'll have a proper meal set up.
Dude,
You're welcome to come over
I
and crash.
made steak when I was up there.
Oh my
I
god!
turned
it's
myself
called
into a
Pickle Rick.
pickle, Morty. Do what?
Morty, I turned myself into a pickle.
It's
I make
Salty
good
Pickle
steaks.
Rick.
I really like making steak.
I like making steak as well.
Um,
Also,
Yeah,
oh, that's the other thing. If you guys are here for a KaiCon, that's the other thing we can do.
just
On
gonna
top
say,
of all,
Rick should-
on top of no, I've moved on from the steak part.
no, just saying, like, for a KaiCon, Rick should come down for it.
Yeah, Rick should come down for a KaiCon, but I think we're trying to schedule crashing with Rick for SakuraCon if we can make it.
If I can afford
Where-
it, dude.
Yeah,
I
right?
showed you what the fucking flight price is.
Yeah, it's so stupid. It's
Where is
ridiculous.
SakuraCon?
Seattle.
Washington.
Seattle, Washington.
It's the opposite side of the coastal U.S. from you. You can have steak when you come out to SakuraCon. Yeah, that's if we can afford it, because apparently that's now going to be a thing. But what I was talking about for a KaiCon is how Fenris got started on breakfast. I can help out with that because we can do homemade oatmeal, and then we can do like we can have like an actual fucking breakfast platter. So you got like oatmeal, you got bacon, eggs, sausage, homemade hash browns.
For doing that,
Something I
dude.
forgot to
Biscuits.
mention earlier. In the whole what's going on with us thing.
Uh-huh.
I finally hit 50 followers on Twitch, and I'm an affiliate.
Yeah, congratulations.
So I can run ads and stuff. I can make
Yeah.
money. Somehow I've already got a penny. I don't know where it came from, but it's there.
Did you set it
and,
up to make sure that you set it up to connect to like an account of some sort?
Yes, I did.
Good.
So I will be able to start actually making money and then send that straight to my bank account and then do stuff with that.
Also, this
if I'm lucky
Tuesday,
enough, I'll be able to make some good money out of that.
This
I'm
Tuesday-
really hoping so.
Moon will be streaming the rest of Resident Evil 3.
Mm-hmm.
So the next big thing on the agenda, of course, I think this Thursday you're finally starting up Titanfall 2.
Thursday, yes. I
Okay.
just remembered something. Wednesday, I scheduled to go see movie with friends. So I forgot about
Watch
the
alongs?
watch along. Yeah.
You need to start annotating this stuff. Like you need to let
Yeah,
people
I
know
need to-
you
gonna
have
put
watch
that-
alongs on Wednesday, my dude.
I'm gonna put that in my schedule now. I will say, please just let me have this Wednesday, because it's been a while since I've gotten to see some of these friends.
Dude, it's
Um,
not on me.
I know.
Like,
Just saying.
please just are you talking to the fans or are you talking to me?
Yes. The answer is yes. I'll also put a thing out on.
It's not
the,
my show.
channel
You're not
on
you're not
Wednesday.
beholden to
You're
me.
Right, you're right. I got you.
You apologize to
Honestly,
them.
though- honestly, though, you're the one who set it up. You're the one like, all right, Moon's gonna be doing this, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what day can you do it? But yeah, no, I'll put a thing out on Wednesday as
From
well.
what
letting
time
people
to
know
what
what's going
time?
down.
From what time to what time are you going to be going? Because you could do a
So
short, like, couple
I
episodes.
That's the thing. The movie starts at 6, and that was the only time some people could be able. Now I can do before. I'm okay with starting.
If you want to go
4. I don't-
earlier, that's fine too. That's
Yeah,
up to you.
I'll do early
We're doing-
views, and I know I won't have a whole lot of people be able to join me, and I'm
It's
sorry
supposed to
about
be
that.
free written.
but- it is
So long
free-written.
as here's the important part. Here's the important part. You need to get Kyrie in.
That's actually that's gonna be easier to do having it be earlier too, because she usually streams around 7, 8 central.
Yeah.
Not central. The other one. I'm in Eastern.
Well,
Jesus.
she's in my time zone, so the
She's in
correct
the
time
correct
zone.
time zone.
Exactly.
My
Yeah.
ass. Correct my ass.
No one can correct your ass. It's so broken.
You are correct.
It's
I
like
know.
it is so broken. There's a crack in it. I looked up the schedule for the SoccerCon, and you're gonna be at a wedding on the first day. Okay. Well, that just killed.
Well, that's
That
nice.
just killed the SoccerCon plans.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us know. Now hey, at least this way
Awesome,
we're
thank you,
saving money.
Delicious.
Yeah. I was not looking forward to spending $650 on an economy class ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Maybe you
A
can
first
save
class
more by
flight
taking
down to
Spirit.
Tennessee is cheaper than an economy ticket out to
first
fucking
class.
Seattle.
Well,
How the fuck?
greater distance. Even if both of your states were on like that equal northern parallel kind of thing, you know, it's still further to travel to Washington than it is to travel to
I
Nashville.
still haven't gotten to travel by plane yet. That's something I do want to do.
You can always try.
Well, Richie, I also looked into it
Uh-huh.
for other states. A flight out to New York, $400. A flight down to Florida, $450. A flight to LAX, fucking $500.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Jesus.
Oh,
Seattle is
Washington.
just-
The West
Fucking
Coast is
Washington.
the West Coast is fucking expensive, my guy. Now, you can find a cheaper route if you're doing is this just a straight flight? Like no stops?
No, that was with 2 layovers.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Priceline, man. Damn you, William Shatner. Anyway.
No, that wasn't through Priceline. That was just straight through Delta.
Oh, that's why. Go through Priceline. Holy
I
shit.
checked
Priceline or
Priceline.
Hotwire.
It was the same price.
Fuck
Jesus.
that.
Try Hotwire.
Hotwire. Okay.
HWIRE, hotwire.com.
Okay. I love that we've got the jingles stuck here. All right, so I
That's
guess
just
it's time
how
we
it
actually
goes.
I guess it's time we actually talk about the news. The news.
Oh, I
news.
think I guess we should do that.
We
I
should
mean, to be
probably.
fair, at this point, we might as well just make a podcast of us just bullshitting.
We could.
I'm sure people would enjoy that. The three of us bounce off each other so well.
You thought non-stop flights were cheaper? No.
No.
Unfortunately. No.
No.
All right. So here we are gonna go ahead and get started with the news lineup. Welcome to the new format, by the way, guys. Here we are. So, new trailer for Goosebumps. Did you guys see the new trailer for the new Goosebumps?
I
Is
want
this
to
a
see it so bad.
Is this a movie or a show? I think it's a show, right?
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Okay.
That or it
Right,
is
it's gotta be
or it's a series.
interesting.
It looks more
Coming
like
to-
a movie though.
Coming to Hulu,
Hulu
and
and
Disney
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah,
this
it was interesting. I didn't hear what I wanted to hear, which was of course the Goosebumps show theme song. I love the do 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 do. Like I need to hear that. Yeah. Do, 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 do.
well, it could just be like an instrumental in the beginning of the actual show or movie.
Also, I don't know the guy's name, but the guy that's got
Dad?
like his lab down in the the
dad, yeah.
actor,
In the basement.
the dad actor. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff, and he
is a great
He
actor.
looks fantastic. Like he is fantastic in this. Like
Oh yeah.
makes him look really good. Like I'm so glad they got him. You miss watching Goosebumps? Yeah, same. So we got
Same.
some more for you. And Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They brought it back. Are You Afraid of the Dark for like a four-part special?
The
a couple years ago.
Midnight Society.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved I love the whole. My favorite one was. I mean, I have a particular affinity for the Headless Horseman. Any Sleepy Hollow stuff, I freaking love that. But yeah, my favorite was the Headless Horseman episode. That was my absolute favorite. But yeah, I miss those shows. Alrighty. But yeah, you guys got a chance to watch this. What did you all think?
I'm intrigued. I'm very excited.
I really want to watch it. It's so much fun.
Nice.
Like the one Goosebumps movie with Jack Black was really fun. This looks like an actual true to
It
form
was!
Goosebumps thing. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh boy, bring on the spooks.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jack Black movie was fun. It didn't feel
Both
as
of them were, yeah.
Goosebumps-ish as the
Yeah.
as like you would think, but yeah, it was really fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Too many horror movies on TV these days. That's what I say.
Damn, horror movies.
You talking about the election again? All right, so we've got a second. We've got some more updates. I know that we talked a bit about this last week, where Tom Holland talked about the script for Spider-Man 4 that he and Zendaya were reading, and a lot of the headlines took one piece of that and just made it seem negative, even though it was very, very positive. Oh yeah, by the way, that's a thing I found out about. Bob Zemeckis is making another movie. This one with Tom Hanks and Robin Wright. So you got Forrest and Jenna back together again, but not playing those characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they seem very similar to the characters.
I forgot that Buttercup from The Princess Bride played Jenny. She was amazing. All right. But yeah, Tom Holland says Spider-Man 4 starts shooting next summer and everything's good to go and he can't wait. So we officially found this out. This comes to you from Variety. Tom Holland's Spider-Man is getting back behind the camera in no time. During an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon on Tuesday night, Holland confirmed that his fourth Spider-Man movie is happening and even has a production start date. Next summer, we start shooting. Everything's good to go. We're nearly there, Holland said. Super exciting. I can't wait. Holland's most recent Spider-Man film, 2021's No Way Home, which if you haven't seen it, please do. It's very good. Saw his superhero teaming up with previous Spideys, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. A major secret that Holland had to keep from Fallon the last time he was on the show. That was the... He goes, you totally, without a doubt, professionally lied to us, Fallon said, but I will say it was worth it. And the funny thing was, he lied to him, and he was like, no, I mean, at that time. And then he thought about it for a second. He was like, actually, no, I just come back from filming with both of them, right? Before he got to the Tonight Show previously. So when he lied, he just finished filming with Toby and Andrew. That's great. But he said, we were in a bubble, Holland said. Toby and Andrew would come to set in like a cloak. It was like something out of Star Wars. It was hilarious. Holland had been making the press rounds recently to promote his new non-alcoholic beer, Bero, which, while on the Rich Roll podcast last week, he revealed he had recently read a draft of Spider-Man 4's script with his girlfriend and co-star Zendaya, and it needs work, but the writers are doing a great job. See, that's the part that gets like quoted all the time, and it's like, guys, he said so much positive stuff about the script, and when he said it needs a little work, he's just talking about we need to tighten it up and make sure that it's polished. That's basically all he was saying. And people, like, headlines and articles and this one quote, they were making it seem like it was bad and he was shooting it down. And I'm like, no, stop it. Stop gaslighting. But yeah. So yeah, got good news on the Spider-Man 4 front. Any thoughts on this in the comments or from us before we move on to the next topic?
Nothing, no.
All right. Then let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The trailer for Ke Huy Quan's Love Hurts.
Oh yeah.
It's like John Wick meets Valentine's Day.
I am
This
so
is
excited
so
for this.
this is so funny. And I'm sorry. Okay. I love that he's like this awesome cute realtor and he bakes cookies and he does all this stuff. He has this completely this completely different. His secretary looks like Aubrey Plaza. I can't be the only one that thinks that, right?
Oh,
You're
she
not,
does.
no.
Kind of looks a little bit like Aubrey Plaza. I know it's not Aubrey Plaza, but she looks a little like Aubrey Plaza, which is not a bad thing. Here's the main highlight of the trailer. This dude is a realtor that left his previous life where his brother, who runs, I guess, like a triad cartel, yakuza, I don't
Something
know,
like that.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
like some sort of like organized crime thing, and he used to kill people. Yeah,
He was the hitman for his brother.
he was the hitman, straight up.
Yeah.
And it's so
I'm-
nice to see Ki Hui Kwan doing that.
Oh yeah.
Also, that's my favorite moment. What's coming up right here, where he's like, "You monkey spider thing!" Like, it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so damn good. Yeah. Academy Award winner Ki Hui Kwan is doing an action comedy thing. I don't know how to describe this. I just know that I was smiling the whole way through the trailer. Okay, no, hold on. I know they're trying to go kind of John Wick here with him in the suit, but I'm sorry. You put Ki Hui Kwan in a suit in an action comedy, all I can see is Jackie Chan. Ki Hui Kwan
I was about to
Jackie
say,
Chan.
This gives me such like old Jackie Chan movie vibes.
Yeah, and this is
like the tuxedo.
Yeah.
Like
It's so
Around
good.
the World in 80 Days. Like
Who
no,
am I?
Rumble in the Bronx.
Yes.
Yeah.
oh,
Dude, there's so many good films. So many good films. Speaking of Jackie Chan, his co-star Chris Tucker apparently knows everyone. I will have to show you that clip where Ben Affleck is straight up saying, "I wish I were Chris Tucker," because Chris Tucker knows fucking everybody. You thought it was Jackie Chan the whole time? No, this is the kid. This is the kid from this is Ki Hui Kwan.
This is the
kid
guy
from
from
Goonies and Temple of Doom. Dr.
Yeah.
Jones. Dr. Jones. That's him. But yeah, it looks like Jackie Chan right there. It's so good. I love that he's having a fight in his office.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Intense yoga.
It's
Please
so-
get
Don't worry, I know a guy who can fix all of this up, make it look like new.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. It's so good. I love also that part right there. It's muted, but you can tell. I'm so sorry. which is such a Jackie Chan thing to say too. Like
Yeah.
Rush Hour,
God.
Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Night. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't want trouble. You know, I love that. It's so good. I'm gonna have to rewatch some of those. I just recently did a back-to-back Henry Cavill movie marathon. I watched Man from U.N.C.L.E. and then Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Both were very good, which, as it turns out, Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is based on a true story, and the character that Henry Cavill plays is the character that the person that Ian Fleming based James Bond on. So yeah, that's cool. That's it's also Ouroboros from Loki. That's Ki Hui Kwan, my guys. Yeah, I loved him in Loki season 2. He was so good.
Oh, he was wonderful.
Yeah, he was great.
He was a treat.
Eliath is here from Loki season 1, episode 5. But yeah, this looks great. What did you guys think? What did you guys think of the trailer, other than what we've already talked about? Yeah.
I don't like going to the theaters for stuff because it's way too expensive, but I'm probably gonna go for this movie.
I would absolutely go for this
the
movie.
price.
Ki Hui Kwan alone.
Ki Hui Kwan, yeah, he's good. So a lot of the time when I go to the movies, I don't get concessions because that's where like everything starts getting crazy expensive. I mean, the movie theaters only make a small portion off the ticket sales. Where they make their real money is on the concession stand. If you look into it and learn how movie theaters and theater chains operate. It's a thing. I'm hearing not so great things about the third Venom movie, which boo. I want it to be good. They're saying it's the worst one of the three, and I'm like, what is that? Yeah, but
To be fair,
I've
the
liked
first
the
two
other
were
two.
fantastic.
Yeah, the first two were
so-
great, so this does not bode poorly for them.
It does not. No, I mean,
Yeah.
it could be almost as good, or it could be complete shit.
Yeah,
There's no in between.
there's not. Remember when concessions were affordable? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Remember?
All right, here we go. All right, so this is obviously one that got called out by, I think Fenris. This one's yours.
Yes. Legend of Vox Machina got renewed for a season 4.
No surprise there. I haven't even finished season 3 yet.
I haven't even started season 3. I gotta figure out the freaking Prime login.
Oh. Oh, that was he was like, if Richie, and I'm like, what did I do? Why am I here? That's what that was. Okay. I was like, why are you calling me out? What'd I do?
No, I remember the Kickstarter where they're like, yeah, we're only gonna do like a 2-episode series, and then
here they are, season 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, when
and then they had their Mighty 9 freaking anime coming
when you make
out.
11 million off of when you make 11 million off of a Kickstarter, it kind of raises eyebrows and attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're 6 episodes in for season 3. Gotcha. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. That's where we're at right now. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about came out yesterday. We normally don't talk about politics here. And we've basically been avoiding the election. But when Epic Rap Battles does Trump versus Kamala and you listen to the bars, like, I'm not going to tell you anything great about it or give my thoughts or opinions other than to say that Theodore Roosevelt won the rap battle. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, like...
Yeah, just like how Abe Lincoln won his rap battle. And won the
Teddy comes in.
debates.
I love that Teddy gets in here, comes in on a freaking... Also, all right, it comes in on a flying winged moose. It's great. Also, the person that they got to play Kamala, fucking perfect casting.
Yeah.
Like, she had like her mannerisms and everything down. It was so good. But yeah, it's election year. I think every election year we're just waiting for Epic Rap Battles to do the rap battle. Kimberly Michelle Vaughn. I've went to her channel. All she has up is a demo reel. She killed it. She absolutely killed it. I can't wait for the behind the scenes for this. It was really. I love that freaking Joe. I love that Peter played Joe Biden, and then they have directed by Joe Biden at the end. But yeah, guys, if you're tired of the political nonsense that's going on, you want to watch this. First and foremost, let them get their bars out of the way. But when Teddy Roosevelt shows up and says, politics should not be like this, you're like, yeah, it really shouldn't. You want to know what the fucking breath of fresh air in this whole political season has been? It was the vice presidential debate between Vance and Walz. It was like, oh, this is what it's like to have a debate where people are courteous and can kind of agree with each other. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like they gave us a reminder of what we used to have in politics. Back when you only cared about politics every 2 years and it wasn't a thing that people were screaming at you about.
To be fair, they were two veterans going against each other.
Also true. But yeah, it was cordial. It was polite. It was everything he needed to. Also, I gotta give props to Lloyd. This is his 3rd time around as Trump in a presidential election cycle. He has Trump nailed at this point. Like, he has done the Trump character so much. But yeah, Epic Rap Battles of History dropped a new one, and I love the whole weekend at Biden joke. There's some really good jokes. There's some devastating bars here, especially if you look into some things. If you're not sure what something is, I would recommend watching this with Google open on your phone so you can look up what some of the things they're talking about are, in case you don't know. Because the funny thing is Kamala's first verse, if you don't know what she's talking about and it goes over your head, doesn't seem that powerful. But if you know what she's talking about, holy shit, she's just as bad as Trump. It's pretty devastating. But yeah. So we got that. We get that out of the way and move on to our next thing. I'm just happy that ERB's back. I'm just happy. You know, anytime Epic Rap Battles of History is doing something, it's a good time. Now I get to watch everybody reacting to this and giving their takes, and it's a lot of fun. Also, the common agreement is that Teddy Roosevelt won. Yeah, everybody just agrees that Teddy Roosevelt won. All right, now we're on to the gaming block. Here we go. At this point, it's who is the better vice president. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Just saying, you can write the vice presidents on the ballot to be the candidate and vice president. So you can vote for Walls fucking Vance if you want to.
All right.
Honestly, that's what I'm doing.
Officially, okay, so Resident Evil did Ode to Joy trailer of a bunch of people playing and getting spooked by Resident Evil. And I just thought it was neat and kind of cute. I was hoping there was more to it. Like they were going to announce like, hey, this is the next series we're working on. I did like the OG zombie thing. So they're showing a bunch of them. Some Moon might actually recognize here. So yeah, they showed a lot of RE1
so far.
RE1. Oh, I think you're absolutely okay. I think you guys are absolutely gonna love some of the mods I have for some of these characters. Number one, Dr. Salvador, the guy with the chainsaw that you saw a moment ago. I have a mod that gives him googly eyes, that puts googly eyes on the sack that he wears, which is really funny. Yeah. That's the other reason to come by on Halloween is I'll be playing Resident Evil 4 and my guests get to choose what mods. So about 30 minutes before I start RE4, they will be choosing the mods. I get to choose 4 mods of my own. Just for my own sanity, I get to choose 4 mods, and they're going to be gameplay related. That's it. That's all they're going to be. This is just like quality of life things, or just things that make things way easier. But yeah, I'm gonna do some things like that. Yeah, I love that too, because I showed that just a little bit ago to Moon in one of my playthroughs that I was doing. You sit in the chair like that. I was like, oh, it's that pose, and then they immediately cut to Leon and freaking. So that's another one that's my favorite in RE4 remake. There's a mod that gives Salazar his hat back, so I gave him his hat back. It's good times, good times. But yeah. Oh, there you go. Moon, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but yeah, you just saw the reach of the regenerator right there. It's got a huge reach.
Yeah, noticed that.
Yeah. Crazy. Unfortunately, this didn't come with an announcement of like they're on sale on Steam or anything like that, and I was really hoping it would. Like, if you're not going to show us a new one, at least show us like, hey, all of it's like 10 or 15% off or something like that, because that would be great right now. But yeah. Nope. Also, in the Halloween sale, there it is. They did update it. 75% up to 75% off. But right now, first 50% off for Resident Evil 4, which the actual price of Resident Evil 4 remake has dropped. It dropped down to $40. So a 50% off would be $20 for RE4. But which is a fucking bargain.
Not on Steam.
It is not on Steam.
The sale is not on Steam. I've been keeping an eye.
Stupid. That's so stupid.
Unless it's getting updated like this week or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't on sale yet. I just checked it.
Yeah. I really want this. This is. But yeah.
I also like how they had that brief little pause somewhere in the middle of just the dude struggling to move in RE1.
Yeah, because it's so true. That is not a you specific thing. That is everybody. That's why they want a remake of 1, because the tank controls are so outdated.
Please, dear God.
So here you go. You got Resi 1, Resi 0, Resi 1, Resi 2 remake, Resi 3 remake, Resi 4 remake, RE5, RE6, RE7, and village, which if you pay attention, the VI and the 2 L's spell 8. But you got to make it through. Here's the thing. Once he gets through 4, I'm going to be teaming up with him for 5 and 6. So he will not have to play alone. So this way, when I say over here, he'll actually it will be where I am.
I can look up and just be like, oh,
that's where.
Rather than you sit there just like, no, go that way. What do you mean that way?
No. For RE5 and RE6, I'm just gonna be like, hey man, try and survive. I'll kill everything. You just try to live. Just worry about existing. I will say I will say that Resi 6 Leon's campaign is probably the best in the whole thing. Most of it is just
it's the closest to survival horror.
Yeah, it's the closest to survival horror out of them all, and it does have some reminders of RE2 in it, of Raccoon City. Yeah,
quite a few reminders of RE2.
Quite a few reminders of RE2.
Oh,
but not as good as RE2.
Oh,
yeah.
The apartment that you walk through as Leon in the beginning part of RE6.
Oh yeah.
You can actually sit in that apartment with the dead bodies and watch a full movie.
Yes, you can. It's so funny. Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right. So
I did
What's the movie?
I don't remember. I just remember sitting there for like an hour and a half just watching the TV.
Shit, I might do that. That'd be fun.
Not when I'm playing. No.
Not when you're streaming, dude, because no.
Yeah, I don't know what the copyright is on that.
Fair enough.
All right, so moving on. A lot of this next bit is all Fenris stuff. So there you go, Fenris.
It's very disappointing news
to us.
As you can see, the headline. I'm just going to bypass that and get straight to the meat of the article.
Mm-hmm.
A 3-year fight to help support game preservation has come to a sad end today. The U.S. Copyright Office has denied a request for a DMCA exemption that would allow libraries to remotely share digital access to preserved video games. For the past 3 years, the Video Game History Foundation has been supporting the Software Preservation Network on a petition to allow libraries and archives to remotely share digital access to out-of-print video games in their collections. VGHF explains in its statement. Under the current anti-circumvention rules in Section 1201 of the DMCA, libraries and archives are unable to break copy protection on games in order to make them remotely accessible to researchers. Essentially, this exemption would open up the possibility of a digital library where historians and researchers could check out digital games that run through emulators. The VGHF argues that around 87% of all video games released in the US before 2010 are now out of print, and the only legal way to access those games now is through the occasionally exorbitant prices and often failing hardware that defines the retro gaming market. Still, the U.S. Copyright Office had said no. The Register concludes that the proponents did not show that removing the single-user limitation for preserved computer programs or permitting off-premise access to video games are likely to be non-infringing, according to the final ruling. She also states the greater risk of market harm with removing the video game exemptions premises limitation given the market for legacy video games. That ruling cites the belief that the Entertainment Software Association and other industry lobby groups that there would be a significant risk that preserved video games would be used for recreational purposes. We cannot, of course, entertain the notion that researchers enjoy their subjects for even a moment. More importantly, this also ignores the fact that libraries already lend out digital versions of more traditional media, like books and movies, to everyday people for what can only be described as recreational purposes. Members of the VGHF are naturally unhappy with the decision. Unfortunately, lobbying efforts by rights holders groups continue to hold back progress. The group says in its statement, noting the ESA's absolutist positions that it would not support a similar sort of copyright reform under any circumstances. I'm proud of the work we and the orgs that we partnered with did to try and change copyright law, VGHF founder and director Frank Cifaldi says on Twitter. We really gave it our all. I can't see what else we could have done. This fails the needs of citizens in favor of a weak sauce argument from the industry, and it's really disappointing.
I love that they use the term weak sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, guys.
But yes, that is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, the games are out of print. You can barely find them, and when you do, like they said, it's exorbitant prices. Fucking finding, say, Super Mario Brothers on fucking the NES. Last time I checked, the cheapest one I could find was $300.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Alrighty. So let's move on to our next one. A little bit of Activision being greedy again. Wow. Who would have thought?
Well, we already have an EA and a Bethesda fucking abridged series. Now we gotta make one on Activision.
No, we don't. No, we really don't.
Let someone else have you ever wanted to? Are you not tired of your microtransactions yet?
Hey, we heard you like microtransactions, so we made a microtransaction for your microtransaction.
We made a microtransaction to get you better audio. In the week of its release, it's been revealed that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 has an option to pay $20 for personalized spatial audio. The third-party audio tool is built into Black Ops 6's settings menu and will also be coming to Warzone with Season 1. A screenshot of the audio menu was shared by COD content creator Omega on Twitter, showing a pop-up offering a free trial of Embody's Immerse Spatial Audio. The service creates a personalized spatial audio profile based on players' head and ear shape and costs $20 for 5 years.
Jesus.
The paid service is part of the enhanced headphone mode setting, for which a follow-up screenshot is displayed prominently in the game's audio options. This setting uses a universal profile by default, with the option to pay for a personalized one. Black Ops 6 isn't the only game to offer personalized spatial audio through Embody, but it's one of only a few to currently partner with the company. Final Fantasy XIV has offered personalized audio through Embody for a few years, while Cyberpunk 2077 added the option earlier this year. While Embody isn't the only third-party company out there offering personalized spatial audio for games, it's rare to see the option built into the game's menus. Unlike other third-party services, Embody spatial audio is developed in tandem with each game's developers. However, this means you have to pay for a separate immersive game pack for every game you want to use it with. While Embody's game packs aren't overly expensive for a 5-year period, the jury is out on whether they're worth paying for at all. Many Final Fantasy XIV players aren't impressed with the audio offering, according to Reddit posts on the subject, and some have pointed out that what Embody provides is not too different from Dolby Atmos. And the rest is just shilling Black Ops 6.
Yeah. Alrighty.
So yes, did you want to pay for better audio? Because now you have that option.
Next thing you know, what it's going to be is like, all right, you've bought the game. Now you need to buy the actual 3D models and assets, and then you need to buy all the textures, and then you need to buy the actual audio, and then you need to buy the music that comes with it.
That's EA for you.
It's like that meme where the base game is just the empty buns and everything else, like the burger patty, the lettuce, the ketchup, the pickles, the cheese, the bacon. It's all extra money.
Stop charging for extra sauce. Or just sauce in general. Alrighty. Let's see what Larian let's see what Larian said to Ubisoft, because I want to know this.
Yes. Larian director of publishing Michael Dowse, never one to be shy around speaking his mind, has spoken his mind about Ubisoft's decision to disband the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown development team, saying it's the result of a broken strategy that prioritizes subscriptions over sales. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is quite good. PC gamers Molly Taylor felt it was dragged down by a very slow start, calling it a slow burn to a fault and an overall positive review, and it holds an enviable 86 aggregate score on Metacritic. Despite that, Ubisoft recently confirmed that the development team has been scattered to the four winds to work on other projects that will benefit from their expertise. This, Dowse feels, is at least partially the outcome of Ubisoft's focus on subscriptions over conventional game sales. The whole feeling comfortable with not owning your game thing espoused by Ubisoft Director of Subscriptions Philippe Tremblay earlier this year, and the decision to stop releasing games on Steam, which is far and away the biggest digital storefront for PC gaming. The last notable game on their platform was arguably Far Cry 6 in 2021, Dallas posted on Twitter. The Crew, Mirage, and Avatar came in 2023 and didn't perform, so you can assume subscriptions were at a lull when Prince of Persia released in 2024, which means people wouldn't be launching their store at all too much. If it had released on Steam, not only would it have been a market success, but there would likely be a sequel because the team are so strong. It's such a broken strategy. The hardest thing is to make a 85 plus game. It is much, much easier to release one. It just shouldn't be done as it was. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown did eventually come to Steam, but not until August 8th, 7 months after its initial release. It's been as well received there as elsewhere, holding a very positive user rating, but that far down the road the proverbial wind was out of its sails, and decisions about a sequel and the fate of the dev team were presumably already locked in. If the statement gamers should get used to not owning their games is true because of a specific release strategy, sub over sales, then the statement developers must get used to not having jobs if they make a critically acclaimed game, platform strategy above title sales, is also true. And that just isn't sensible, even from a business perspective, Dowse wrote.
That's why AAA games are dying, and why it's the rise of independent gaming studios, because the devs for these big AAA studios just don't get it. Like, they don't care about it just comes across as they don't care about the games. They only care about the profit. And it's like, dude, you can have the greatest animation and the greatest directors for an animated series, but if the story is ass, that's how it's going to turn out. Like, you have to have a good foundation, and this does not look like a good foundation for how to make games.
Salty Rick is right.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't they give us a complete game at release? Fuck
right?
Microtransactions.
Right. Not even microtransactions. Give us a game at release that has been stress tested and isn't a fucking buggy mess. Give us a complete goddamn game.
Remember back in the day of the PlayStation 2 when they would work diligently to make a good game and release it, and if they had to fix something, they re-released it with a new disc?
Yeah. Or, I mean, same with PlayStation 3. Like, they had to get their shit together. PlayStation 3 is the era of, like, great gaming stuff.
Yeah, PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 is when they started with we can just put out a mostly complete game and just update it later.
It's so stupid. And that's become the mantra of this. And you know who's at fault for this? We are, consumers, because we let them get away with this shit. And so now it's become commonplace. And it's like there's a whole generation of people that grew up with this as the way games are, and we're like, no, that's not it. No. And this isn't so far in the past that it's like a back in my day. No, this is legitimately recent. And, like, consumers should not put up with this bullshit. So support your IPs. Speaking of IPs, there's an update for Phasmo coming tomorrow. The Halloween stuff is coming out. And then 2 days from now on Tuesday, the Phasmophobia is coming to consoles. So look forward to that. Alrighty, moving on to the next one. Let's talk Nintendo and Pal World.
Oh, it's not just Nintendo and Pal World. It's also Sega.
Now it's even better. Yeah, I would laugh so hard if Sega turns right around and sues Nintendo.
No,
that would be
it's
funny.
Nothing to do with Nintendo.
Damn it, that would be funny.
Sega has reportedly filed for patent infringement against Bank of Innovation, the developer of idle RPG Memento Mori and mobile game Genju Keiyaku Crypt Track. According to a report from Otaku Sogun, Sega is seeking both 1 billion yen in damages and an injunction for patent infringement. This apparently comes after previous negotiations between the two companies. Sega alleges that Bank of Innovation has infringed upon 5 different patents, all of which relate to gameplay mechanics, or more specifically, mechanics often tied to gacha. Over on Twitter, analyst Dr. Serkin Toto, the CEO of Japan games industry company Canton Games, says, I looked at the patents, and one of them describes a specific system for fusing character cards of the same kind more easily. Despite the legal action, Bank of Innovation has apparently expressed that it wants to keep running Memento Mori, regardless of the conclusion of the lawsuit. It's worth noting that it doesn't believe there's any basis for its apparent infringements in the first place, and is hoping to prove as such during the case. The timing of this lawsuit is rather interesting, given that only last month, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company filed a patent infringement lawsuit against Palworld developer Pocket Pair. At the time, Pocket Pair stated that it wasn't actually aware of what patents it was alleged to have infringed upon, although some have suggested that one describing Pokeball catching mechanics could be at the heart of it. Pocket Pair previously said it will do our utmost to our fans and to ensure that the indie game developers are not hindered or discouraged from pursuing their creative ideas. So yes, sounds like more companies are going to start hopping on the
Nintendo opened Pandora's box. That's what it sounds like.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like,
because once they started with this, other companies are going to start doing it too.
They just couldn't leave well enough alone, you know? Like I said before, if Nintendo wins this lawsuit, I hope Ubisoft turns around and then sues Nintendo for using the
Assassin's Creed
map mechanics in Breath of the Wild. Like, if that's what it's gonna be, dude, I guess this is the only way that AAA gaming companies can like make fucking money anymore.
Is just take it from each other.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Moving on to our last one in the quote unquote comic or gaming franchise block. Moon, I'm gonna give you this one for obvious reasons.
Fair enough. Oh shit. AirAsia rolls out Sonic the Hedgehog airplane. In 1991, Sega debuted its iconic mascot Sonic in the Sonic the Hedgehog game for Sega Genesis, and he has since appeared in over 20 mainline games, many spin-offs, a handful of crossover games, numerous animated series, and most recently, live-action films. In a historic moment for the franchise, Sega announced on September 25th that Sonic characters are appearing on AirAsia flights between Kuala Lumpur and Bangkok this month.
Kuala Lumpur. That just sounds made up. You know.
Kinda. But I did watch this. I watched the video and everything. I'm really happy that they chose Reach for the Stars because that's one of my favorite favorite songs from any of the Sonic games. So I'm like, and this looks awesome.
Finally can see this.
Flight.
All right. That's what it looks like.
Yes. It looks so good. I do not like that Shadow got relegated to the background. Push him up a little more. Don't get me wrong. I love Tails, but give Shadow some time to shine.
Tails is cuter. Well, they did. Look at the mascots. Tails isn't one of the mascots. It's Shadow and Sonic.
Fair.
Also, what the fuck? Look at what they got. They've got the ears, Shadow and Sonic's ears for the stewardesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
They're backwards, yeah. Kind of funny.
Holy shit. That's what the inside of... Okay. And it's promoting Sonic Shadow Generations.
Of course.
Yeah. The Green Hill Adventures. Sonic's Golden Ring Cakes. So little... Guessing little donuts. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, there we go. If you're in that area and can take that flight, let us know how it is.
Yeah, Salty Rick is right. This is wrong. Shadow likes Latinas.
I know Shadow likes
I thought
Latinas.
it was a blonde.
No, I know Shadow likes
So,
Latinas.
wait.
I have Shadow likes Latinas because Iron Mouse told me.
So I have to ask Salty Rick, does that mean Shadow watches Cha-Cha?
All right. Shadow with the sombrero. I love Latinas. All right. Anyway. Would you believe that? All right. So now on to the anime block. Hiro Mashima confesses that Fairy Tail was born out of his loneliness. Would you believe that a mangaka's successful tale or tale of friendship was born out of loneliness? It's an underdog origin story for a artist like Hiro Mashima. Yeah, too bad he's plagiarizing himself. The wizards gathered at New York Comic Con for the spotlight panel on the famed mangaka who debuted with Rave Master in Weekly Shonen Jump from 99 to 2005. He became most famous for Fairy Tail, which was basically the same characters but in different places. Fairy Tail is Rave Master with magic. That's what it is, like literally.
Yes.
Published in Weekly Shonen Magazine from 2006 and adapted into a hit anime series in 2009. And the adventures are continuing in Fairy Tail 100 Years, which is illustrated by someone else. All right. The 100 Years Quest was an insurmountable. Okay, they're just covered. A Wolverine cosplayer tossed the mangaka the question that unexpectedly punched an emotional gut. Did Mashima base Fairy Tail, a story of friendship, on his personal life? That's when he spilled it. To tell you the truth, I wrote the story because I had no friends. My loneliness is what you're seeing. Of course, the room raised their hands to offer to be his friend. The panel didn't open with this tale of woe, with Mashima first greeting the New York Comic Con fans with a cheery, "What's up, guys?" My most proud moment is being the author of Fairy Tail. Let's have fun together today. This was his third visit to New York, and often for New York Comic Con, which once granted him a meetup with the English dub cast of Fairy Tail. Fans whooped when he passed compliments to Todd Haberkorn from his impressive work as Natsu's English voice. Okay, that was back in 2011. I was actually there for that.
Nice.
I was there for that because, like, I interviewed them. Adam Sheehan, who now works at Crunchyroll, was working at Funimation at the time, and he like got me in his press, and I was like so blown away by that. And he got me that interview, and it was really cool. Yeah, that was great. On stage, he also produced 2 drawings on the live feed. Each time his hand manifested another character, the fans squealed. While it's public information, twice did Mashima find himself crediting Dragon Ball by the late Akira Toriyama, who passed away in March, as his inspiration for Fairy Tail. Did Mashima intend the Fairy Tail sequel? No, it was the decision of corporate. When I was working on the original series, it never occurred to me to have a sequel. To be clear, the 100 Years Quest is no less a labor of pride for Mashima, so the storyboard and storyline development is all by me. There are moments where I even surprise him, Atsuo Ueda, in the direction where the story goes. Fairy Tail couldn't hog the spotlight, with Celebration also paid to Eden Zero, Rave Masters, and Dead Rock. One fan inquired about Rave Master and whether Mashima would be interested in the return of the anime adaptation to finish the saga. I'm always honored when I hear that, but to tell the truth, I like the new work that I'm doing, so right now, it's not in my heart to continue a Rave Master anime series. If it comes up as an opportunity, maybe perhaps. Then he moved on to a real serious question about Dead Rock. When crafting a character who very much wants to kill God, he said, I wanted to try something edgy for a change and do something I haven't done before. Mashima also wrote a crossover in Mashima's Heroes. Does that indicate a connected universe in Mashima's stories? He said, I don't think of the worlds being connected. They're all connected by Happy.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye, sir.
Exactly. No, actually, the connected tissue between Rave Master and Fairy Tail was actually Plu. But if featuring his heroes across his work helps draw his readers into his other story sagas, that he doesn't mind benefiting from that. I read Rave Master and I was like, that's Plu, Liu said. Certainly, the Fairy Tail theme of friendship resonated with his fans. It's helped me get through a lot of my struggles in high school and helped me connect with my friends on a deeper level, one fan told Mashima at the Q&A mic. There was a point where Mashima realized that Fairy Tail wasn't just a local success, but a global one. When first invited to New York Comic Con, I didn't believe there was a worldwide audience and was immediately surprised by the warmth of the fan base. Yee. He dispensed some inspiring words about artistry being attached to humanity rather than a technical skill. As an artist, one of the most important things is empathy and being receptive to the world around you. So instead of just continuing on the technical aspect, I want artists to get out in the world because that world that would enrich you. They say in English, touch grass, added Liu. For me, there is a part that has achieved a part of success, and at the same time, I feel that I haven't fully succeeded, he confessed. One of the things that I think is important for me is I don't say I want to do something, I say I'm going to do something. So there you go. Pretty encouraging and inspiring words from manga's biggest troll, Hiro Mashima. If you don't know what I'm referencing, Mashima is like the most trolly mangaka I have ever seen. It's great. I love how he trolls people, but also at the same time, it can be annoying. So, it is what it is. You gotta take some of the take
the good
one
with the
other.
bad.
You gotta take the yokes and the jokes. All right. Anyway, moving on to our next topic. K-Manga is now expanding into Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. Finally, we can get Yui a K-Manga subscription. All right, Kodansha's K-Manga service announced on X, or Twitter. I don't know why I ever called it X. My bad. On Twitter on Monday, that the platform is now available in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. The company also stated it hoped to expand into more territories soon. Kodansha launched its manga distribution service K-Manga for Android, iOS, and browsers exclusively in the U.S. back in May of 2023, and it launched the app approximately 400 titles, including 60 simulpub titles. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I do use K-Manga weekly, and I will, in fact, show you. I read Blue Lock weekly, Shangri-La Frontier monthly. I'm reading Slime, and I've got a couple more that I'm checking out. Also, if you have not been reading Oshinoko, get caught up. Now, if you're anime only, stay anime only. Absolutely. And if you are a manga reader, shut the fuck up. Don't say a word. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see any mention of what's going on social media at all. You keep it to yourself. Do not ruin things for the anime onlys. We can fix it. I can add people to my VPN subscription. We can fix it today. Oh, can we? But yeah, guys, K-Manga has a lot of really good things in there for you to check out. If you have not yet done so, would highly encourage you to go in and give it a look-see and see what all they have there. There's a lot there, obviously. Oh, close that. So we have Shangri-La Frontier, which is their biggest, and that obviously season 2 of that is happening right now. Blue Lock, again, season 2 is happening right now. Wisteria, Wand and Sword, which just actually ended previously, is here. So if you want to read up on that, Yakuza Fiance, which is another series going on right now. Obviously, you got Attack on Titan, Rent a Girlfriend. So there's a lot of anime that you've probably watched that you did not realize was Kodansha. Obviously, Slime is here. Only I Know the World is Ending. That's a great title. I like that. But yeah, there's a lot here. And yeah, some great stuff for you guys to check out at your own pace. I actually joined it for 2 reasons, for 2 series. I wanted to finish Baby Steps, which is the tennis series I was into, and I wanted to read Ace of Diamond. I wanted to have an official place to read Ace of Diamond. And I'll just go ahead and show you how this works. You can get free tickets for just showing up daily, and there are places, like, they're going to offer you like a bunch of they're going to offer you a bunch up front for free in the beginning to get started. So a bunch of chapters will be offered up front, and then others will have to be purchased with points. Of course, you got to use points with money, but you do get tickets, and you can use tickets on some of these. And they'll also have some others that are absolutely free. But yeah, you can use a ticket to check out a thing for free. And then I'm just doing like $5 a month usually. And that gets me enough points to last me for all the stuff, and I usually do that at the beginning of the month. It does not break my bank at all. It's other things. It's other bills that break my bank. Like, you know, you got to do rent payments, electric, all that other stuff. That's what hurts the most. But yeah. And right now, funny enough, in the anime, they just talked about a character that is in the manga right now, and it's pretty cool. So you got that. I'm also doing, Shangri-La Frontier, as well as Blue Lock. Those are my weeklies, and then of course monthly I have Slime. So there we go. Let me check that out real quick because Slime may be out. I don't know. The monthly series are a bit more expensive than the weekly series. The weekly series are cheaper. Yeah, there we go. The Chaotic Council. Here's what it looks like, guys. You just go in, you click it. There, it says I have insufficient points right now, but basically you'd go in, you'd click it, you'd purchase it, read it. That's how it goes. The next free update, or you can wait for the free updates to kick in, because they do have free updates. But the next available free update is going to be on the 2nd. So that's how K-Manga looks. And the reason they do it instead of doing a subscription service this way is because they're doing it so that instead of it blanket going out, the people that are actually like the artists get more direct income for this, which is the reason why I'm supporting it. I don't like the model as a consumer, but I understand and I appreciate the model from the creator standpoint. So the reason they're doing this is because the more somebody reads a series and the more they keep getting new chapters, whether it's through tickets or points, the more of that goes to, obviously Kodansha's going to take their cut, but like it goes more directly to the creator of that series.
Yeah, they're following Cool Mix business model.
Yeah. All right. Lastly, we have Solo Leveling. We are going to talk about.
Genu read it.
we are going to talk about one more thing after this because Moon wasn't here to talk with us about it last week, and I want to. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look that up. Give me just a second. But yeah, who wants to read it? Who said they want to read it?
I was gonna say let Moon read it.
Oh,
since he is our Genu.
Oh, gotcha.
The official website for the anime of writer Chu Gong and the late artist Dubu's Redai Studio, Solo Leveling Manual revealed the full trailer and main poster visual for Solo Leveling Reawakening, a compilation film for the anime's first season and a preview of the first 2 episodes of Solo Leveling Season 2, Arise from the Shadow, on Monday. The compilation film will screen in Japan from November 29th to December 12th. Crunchyroll and Sony Pictures will screen Solo Leveling Reawakening on December 6th in select theaters in the US and Canada. Solo Leveling Season 2, Arise from the Shadow, the second season of the Solo Leveling anime, will debut in January 25th. Crunchyroll
2025, not the 25th. Season.
My bad. January 2025, might be.
Yeah, it's going to start early in January, my dude.
I was going to say, wouldn't it be weird if it was the 25th?
That would be funny.
It's dropping on January 6th, guys. Shut the fuck up. Or around that time. Like, it's going to drop around the first week of January, my guys. Shut the fuck up. All right, so by the way, January starts on a Wednesday. January 1st. So it could be, depending on what day what day of the week it's going to air, it could drop as soon as the 4th or the 5th, or if it's on a Friday, the 3rd. So yeah, that's. I'm hoping it's not one of those that starts on the 11th. I'm like, please no. Oh, my birthday's on a Thursday.
I'm hoping the opening theme song's better than the first.
Right? No. Here's the thing: if they use To the Top again. Then yeah, like don't get me wrong. The soundtrack is fucking kick ass. I think To the Top should have been the opening. To the top, yeah. Oh no, it was called Forever, like the number 4 and then ever, EVR, not EVER. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. I may actually go see this just because I want to support the series that we're working on. If there is a theater near me that's playing it. And I think Opry Mills does do these.
Hopefully.
I know they did the
If
Haikyuu one,
Opry
which,
Mill
by the way,
doesn't
when the
ship
fuck,
those shit.
when the fuck is Haikyuu's movie coming to Crunchyroll? Is it already on there or not? Like when? When?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah. All right.
What are you
So
asking me for?
I'm just
I don't know
shouting.
all the
They're also-
answers.
I'm not
They're
asking you.
also-
I'm shouting into the ether.
They're apparently also making a live-action version of Solo Leveling.
Ah.
Okay.
It's announced at the
Interesting.
end of the article.
That's, I think it could work.
Yeah.
I have my concerns.
I'm
Don't get me
iffy.
wrong.
I'm iffy on that. I'm iffy
I don't
on
know.
whether that should.
Sweet Home and Hellbound were both pretty good,
Okay.
and they were based off of manhwas.
We'll see. We'll see. Alrighty. Last thing we're going to talk about. Moon, we covered the article last week, so we're not going to talk about the article. We're just going to talk about... All right, so Beginning After the End has an official trailer. It's officially getting an anime. For those of you that don't know, this is kind of momentous in two ways. Number one, because if you have not checked it out, Beginning After the End is fucking awesome. And then secondly, and more importantly, this is the first anime that is being made in Japan from a story made in the US.
Yes.
Technically, it is a Korean manhwa. It is a Korean light novel / manhwa developed by, I don't know if Turtle Me is Korean American or just straight up a Korean who lives in the US, but made by a Korean that lives here in America, and now it's being adapted into a Japanese anime. Now, the studio that's doing it, Studio ACAT, well, that's where everybody's like, oh man, this is going to be trash now because of the series. And like, I think everybody's jumping to conclusions way too quickly. And what's even funnier is like, I've heard, like, I see like somebody doing a, looking up the, okay, I'm just going to type in T-bait. No, okay, shit. Okay. The Beginning After the End. Which is really funny because like it has a Japanese name, so they're just using the Japanese name, and I'm like, it was made here. It should be called The Beginning After the End.
Fuck.
What?
Turtle Me graduated from UC Berkeley.
Yeah, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm on his fucking website right now reading his about section.
There it is, Turtle Me. Okay, the director, like somebody went, Inai Kenji. I'm gonna look into that. Series composition, but now they're actually putting stuff up there. Arthur Lewin,
Korean American.
Yeah.
Judging by his actual name.
Produced by Slow Curve Studio ACAT. Okay, so when people go looking into Studio ACAT, they're like, I don't recognize any of this. This is all trash, and it's like, my guys. Like, I know one person that said that they watched, one of these people that did a review, they were like, oh, this series that came out last season. Yeah, I couldn't even make it 3 episodes through. I'm like, what? You couldn't make it through the greatest mage in the Demon Lord's army as a human? That shit was great. It was so funny.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was good. They had some CG background stuff that I wasn't a fan of, but other than that, yeah. I mean, there's not a lot here that I have seen from this studio, so I can't just outright judge it. And I didn't think the animation that was in that series was terrible or anything. But yeah. Do they have like massive acclaim on this? No. Here's my other thing. Have all of the anime that they've covered been as big a deal as T-Bait? No. T-Bait has crazy acclaim to it. So this is kind of like their big hitter right now.
Yeah.
Like this is their first triple A title. And yes, Turtle Me is involved in this. Now, if we go to the director for this director, he has directed Date Alive, first 3 seasons, School Days, and there were so many people who were like, that's it. That's all I know him for. Yeah. Yeah, Higurashi? Are you kidding? Dude, that is like insane. All right. Higurashi, there's also some Tenchi stuff down the line that I was like,
Yorgamon.
Yeah. Oh, Get Backers. He directed Get Backers, Fushigi Yugi,
Yugi.
Fushigi Yugi, Digimon Adventure Try, dude. How? All right, all these quote unquote anime fans that are doing these reviews that don't know like the old school shit like Get Backers and Fushigi Yugi, get the fuck out of here. You don't know what you guys don't know what you're talking about when you're like, oh, this guy hasn't directed anything good. Shut the fuck up, dude. Magic Knight Ray Earth, he directed that. That's crazy popular. Guys, get fucking cultured. Jesus. Yeah, more school days. More school days. I mean, he's got a huge list of shit that he has directed for.
Digimon Adventure.
Yeah, well, we covered it was yeah, all the Ray Earth stuff. Digimon Adventure Try.
Oh, pardon.
Phantom the Animation. Dude, there's a lot of really good stuff in his list and his resume here. Like, holy shit.
Lupin the Third?
Lupin? Yeah, he did one of the Lupin. He did a TV special and some more. Back in 92, he did a couple of Lupin.
And 91.
Gatchaman? He worked on Gatchaman. Episode 1 of Gatchaman. Yeah, there it is. Tenchi Muyo Ryooki, the 5th season that came out in 2020. Director and storyboard for the first 3 episodes. Yeah, dude.
Tenchi Muyo, also known as the boy who had so much testosterone, every girl became attracted
And the original harem.
Yeah, literally the harem anime that started harem anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like, oh my god. Dude, it was so funny. Dude, like, barely went through a list. Dude, I don't want to call him out. And make, like, any kind of negative remarks, but, like, he didn't go down the list fully, I don't think. All right, so the person that is doing the music and the composing for the series. So, what is this? Is this Don Machi? What? Did he compose for fucking... He composed for Don Machi? Are you kidding? Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? He did the OST. He's doing the OST for all of them. Holy shit. Already. Like, okay, guys, if you've not heard like that theme that kicks in when Belle starts like powering up and kicking ass that he wrote, holy shit. Batum, I've watched that. What is this? Wait, what? What the hell? Hold on. Oh, my guy. He did the soundtrack for the Misfit of Demon King Academy. I don't remember the soundtrack all that much. I just remember that it fit the show so good. I wish that would stood out more. But no, you want to talk about a soundtrack that sticks out is... Yeah. No, do what?
Killing Slimes for 300 years.
Oh, yeah, Killing Slimes for 300 years. Outbreak Company. Holy shit. I haven't thought about that in forever.
Burn the Witch?
Burn the Witch.
Yeah, the Bleach like spinoff.
The Bleach spinoff. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lot of Don Machi shit in here. Maho Shoujo.
Oh, Magical Girl Site.
Yeah. Dungeon Carnival. Dude, I'm really here for this. Like
Heavy Object. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's doing all of the Don Machi shit, obviously. Okay. Compilation music for... Jesus Christ. When are we getting a second season of Outbreak Company? Right? It should so... Like, I love it. It's an isekai where dude literally turns them all into otaku. Like, he literally takes over a kingdom by turning everybody into, like, fucking otaku. It's hilarious. Kyoshi. Okay. Build Dive. Wait, what? Code White. Build Dive Code White. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Is this what I think it is? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, okay. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, okay, that's beginning after the end. Tashi no tabetai. Wait, Hideyoshi. What the? Okay. Some of this. Oh, Crayon Shin-chan movie 19. He did Shin-chan's movie 19. The monster wants to eat me. Okay. Dude, he's got some impressive... I'm looking forward to the soundtrack for this. I am so looking forward to the soundtrack for this. This looks so good. So freaking good. So, yeah. All right. Moon, I want you to gush a little bit about T-Bait and tell the people what they can be looking forward to with this series.
So far I've only gotten to listen to 4 books. I'm working on getting that 5th one so I can listen to it. It has been a wonderful adventure. It first just kind of started while we were up for a KaiCon.
Mm-hmm.
Richie was playing the audiobook in the car a couple times, and I was just listening to how it was describing a lot of the magic system, and I'm just like, this is very interesting. And so he's like, all right, well, here you go. Gifts me the
First
anthology for
omnibus.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yep, the first omnibus. And just listening to it, it's really fun. This dude is from Earth, sort of. It's not our Earth. It's very different. They have a different system, but it is still a lot of the same countries. And it was very interesting. And so it is an isekai, but not our original world. And every time it goes back and he says something new about the other place, I'm like, well, that just sounds very interesting. But I wonder how that would work in real life. But then he goes back to this world, and the magic system is very interesting.
And Turtle Me has also stated that he got a lot. That he's openly admitted he got a lot of his inspiration, especially in the beginning, from Mushoku Tensei, and you can really tell. Like
That
there
makes sense.
are parallels between this series and Mushoku Tensei. So I've gone through and stated that this series is like Mushoku Tensei if Rudy wasn't such a perv. Like
Yeah.
if Rudy actually behaved
it's
kind of
more
like a
than
normal
that.
person in a way. Yeah.
Well, it's
But
like
as you
more
get
than that,
further in-
because it's Mushoku Tensei, but like Rudy didn't have his same situation. This is a completely different Rudy. This guy lived. He was actually royalty.
Yeah, his
And
previous
it was-
life is different from
Yes,
Rudy's
very
previous life,
different.
but like a lot of the isekai stuff that's happening here, you can definitely see the parallels in the beginning to Mushoku Tensei, but after a while they do branch off. Yeah.
Oh, very, very.
Once you
easily,
get
very quickly.
once you get to the cliffs of insanity. But no,
yeah.
if
And I don't know if it
if
was
you haven't
book
read
1
it,
or
you
2
don't know
that
what
just
I'm
kind of
referencing.
ran together, but like one of the saddest things that I have ever heard was "Please call me grandma."
Oh, that's book 1. That's absolutely book 1. Yeah, please call me grandma. And it was
I
like,
heard
no,
that. I had to pause it.
Sylvia!
I had tears in my eyes. I had to pull over, and I was like, "Oh,
Wait till you.
okay."
Yeah, then you get the I don't know if they covered this, but like the backstory of what actually happened with his parents, like right after everything that happened at that. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
already happened.
Yeah. So that being said, guys, this is really a good series. If you haven't had a chance to check out the comics, you can watch it online as it's a web novel, and it started out as a web novel. Technically, it's still a web novel, but the light novels are available on Kindle. Sadly, Kindle only. The comics are up on Tapas as well. You can read the web comic right now.
The audiobook is also really good. The
Yeah,
reader has
they've
done a
got
wonderful
they've
job.
got all the way to volume 10 in the web novel format, or in the audiobook, and all the way to 11 in the light novels, and he's writing 12 currently for the web novel stuff. I will let you know right now that I think he said volume 12 is where it's going to end. So the final volume, I think, is going to be volume 12.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. Ugh.
You haven't even read 11, my guy.
I
Or
haven't
10
even
for
read
that matter.
5. Oh my god.
We haven't even
And,
gotten to the crazy shit yet. You know?
Which is hard to believe because crazy shit just keeps happening.
You've at least gone past the school, so you've got there.
Technically, I ended still at the school, sort of.
Oh,
Big thing just happened.
oh yeah, I imagine.
The biggest cliffhanger fucking ever, and I'm like, what do you mean they disappeared?
So if anybody wants to get him the next, if anybody wants to help him get volume 5 of the audiobook for T-Bait, or just treat yourself, get yourself an audiobook, especially if you've got like hours that you're just stuck somewhere and you want something entertaining to do. Get the audiobook. 100% tell you it is a worthwhile investment. You will not regret it. All right. That being said, we got to move on. we got to do the anime reviews. And I think, yeah, you got to go, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Just to give my real quick review on at least 2. I'm not gonna go into spoilers. I'm not really
Just
gonna
do Tower of God. If you didn't get all the way
so-
to current with Ranma, then don't talk about it.
Yeah. But Tower of God, really fantastic episode. Shit's getting real. Fun stuff. I give it like a fucking 8 out of 10.
Okay.
It's amazing, but I'm sitting here like, ooh, the fucking actual thing, whatever it's
Yes.
called, the workshop battle is gonna be amazing.
Nice.
Ooh,
All right. Yeah.
So much stuff is getting there, and also the look that lizard girl gave him. She
Anak?
knows.
She knows.
Yeah.
Oh.
She knows. I saw it because she was about to swing. Her eyes were real surprised after she shot him, and it's like, oh no, that's more from just being shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
That being said,
And then also,
Gotta let you
what's
go.
her name? The other girl knows. The other princess. I
the
forgot
other.
her name.
Yeah. Yuri. Or no,
Yes,
not
her
Yuri.
just
Not
sitting
Yuri.
there.
Not Yuri.
Yeah, not
Endorsi.
Yuri,
Endorsi.
In Dorsey.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
just sitting there. It's like, wait, what did you just call him? Oh my god. Ooh.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm out.
Later.
Later.
And yes, Rick, I am specifically referring to you being on a ship, lots of time to read books. You can listen to the audiobook or you can read it on Kindle, however you want to do it. Just download them and have fun. I will say the guy that narrates the audiobook, he is fucking fantastic. He puts on accents and everything. Like he's really, really good. So yeah, I highly enjoy it. It is just a good thing to chill out to. If I'm on a long drive, I'm popping in an audiobook typically. So that's some good stuff. But yeah. All right. So now we can actually do it in order. Fenris, you ready? We're going to talk about anime.
Woo!
I love that you say woo and I see like the wolf howling and I'm like appropriate.
So glad I chose that one.
All right. So what we are going to cover first, let's see, Thursday. That is Blue Box. For those of you that aren't familiar with Blue Box, we have already talked about the first couple episodes. We will be talking about the newest one. So if you haven't watched it, sorry, go watch it. It's really good. It's up on Netflix. It is a romance series from Shonen Jump. It's actually really good. All right. Spoiler alert is up. It is time. So, Fenris, let's talk about this episode. Run through a basic premise.
How basic?
I mean,
Like my basic or your basic?
what's the difference?
Okay, let's go with mine then.
All right.
Girl is feeling strengthened for guy who's feeling strengthened for girl. He wins badminton game. Done.
Guy has a guy has 6-pack. Girl blushes.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. You have to get back to work. Aw, thanks for coming by, Rick. Really do appreciate it.
Bye, Rick.
Bye, Rick. All right, so, yeah, that is basic. That is as basic as we can get.
That is as basic as I can
That
get,
is,
honestly.
I put up
That
a
is the
spoiler
best
alert, but I'm
description
thinking we
of
didn't
this
need one.
episode.
We put up
It
a
is the-
spoiler alert, but I don't think we need one. Jesus Christ.
It is the best description of the episode.
It is. All right. I just looked at my bank account and I weeped. Yeah. I am negative by a bit. That's the nicest way to say it. Anyhow, that being said, guys, what do you want to rate this anime? I'll go ahead and give this episode my rating. I thought it was a solid 8 out of 10.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
It was adorable.
I especially loved him trying to return her uniform and then ending up in the room with all the gymnastics, the rhythmic gymnastics girls and like all his excuses and stuff that he's trying to make it. It's so damn cute.
I love the interaction between Haru and Taiki when
yeah.
they're walking, and the rhythmic girl just like starts heckling him, and Haru's like, "Have you ever?" No, I haven't.
Yeah, I love how he immediately does not let it finish. He's like, not at all. Like, hey, have you? Nope, not at all. Like, just moves on. I love it. It's so good. It's so wonderful. I'm here for more. I can't wait to read more of the manga. All right.
I also like the character development of Haru,
Mm.
because he is not the character that they had initially portrayed him
Yeah,
as.
he is not the character that he portrays himself to be at certain times.
He is awesome. Easily
Also,
one of my favorites.
Also, the face that she made when she realized realized the whole stakes of the match that Haru put down, and he's like, if you, it's all Haru Senpai's fault, and she just looks at him, and I'm like, oh, you motherfucker, Chi is so mad at you. All right, what is your rating for this out of 10?
Oh, easily an 8.
There we go. All right, moving on to the next one, and that would be Saturday, Ranma 1/2. Okay. We finally got Ryoga. Now everybody gets the joke. If you saw this episode, you now get the joke. When I said there was a Ryoga cosplayer that showed up at like MTech 2013 and he had a sign that said, welcome to Katsucon 2009. On brand. On brand. I love that he challenged him. Ranma waited for 3 days. He was like, yeah, but on the 4th day. And I'm like, motherfucker. The funniest part, and I don't know if they fully did this in Japanese because I'm watching it in English. He goes, by the way, why did it take you so long for you to get to the location? Because it was literally the abandoned lot right behind your house. And they have not revealed the true reason why Ryoga is so mad. But, like, if you pay enough attention, you'll get it. You'll get it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's because of the food.
No, it's not because of the food. It is not because of the food. Anyhow, it ends on Akane getting her hair cut.
I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that. I saw that. My first thought was, fuck.
Oh no. All right. I will let you guys know that to my knowledge, Akane's hair stays the same length for the rest of the series. That is what I know of it so far. All right. There we are. So this episode, there was a lot of fun and funny stuff, and we got some good action moments in there. I loved how many fights there were with Ryoga, like so many different fights. What did you think of this episode, Fenris?
Fantastic. My favorite part has nothing to do with the action, nothing to do with the fights, nothing to do with Ranma, but the hecklers to the video club. Why are you giving a play-by-play? Just shut up!
Why are you giving a play-by-play? Shut up! I love it. It's great. Good times. All right.
Just random background characters who have no names. Fantastic job. Bravo.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. I'm going to give my rating as a 7 out of 10.
I'm giving this one a 7.5 because
Okay.
honestly, I don't remember anything from the original because I watched it way too long ago.
This was pretty on point.
So watching this renewal of it, feels kind of like watching it fresh to me because it's been so long.
Yeah, kind of the same. Alrighty, moving on. Final episode, we're going to talk about Tower of God. We get the new episode. We're officially kicking off the beginning of the workshop battle. Even though the battle hasn't started, the arc has begun. And technically, at the end of the episode, the arc is now, the battles have commenced. I forgot about this stuff. I'll be 100% honest. I forgot about the ending of this episode. I forgot that was a thing.
And I honestly forgot Daft Punk made
yeah.
cameos.
You mean Funk? Dalton Funk or whatever?
Yeah, Daft Punk.
Yeah, it's basically Daft Punk. That's the joke here.
That
is Daft Punk.
That is who he based the characters off of.
Yeah, it's 100% Daft Punk. That's the funniest part. We're starting to figure out just how evil everybody that works at the workshop is, including the quote unquote mother figure for the two devils. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what's his name that went following him is now thrown and stuck in like the workshop jail.
Yeah, one of the swordsmen. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either. But the most important thing is this episode we got a shit ton of rack. We
Best
got our
character is
gator.
back.
We got our character. We got our gator boy full on with the chocolate bars.
Yes.
In his tiny form. And I love that he's like, I've known that Black Turtle was back from the moment that you did. It's like, God, the red turtle told me. It's like, what do you mean? Also, I love that he called, what's his name?
Wongnan.
He called him the curry turtle. That's my nickname for him from now on, the curry turtle.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. He's like, curry turtle. I'm like, curry turtle? That's awesome. I like it. Let's do it. Yeah. So, any other stuff to comment on this episode? The second half of season 2 has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot. All right, let's get to the ratings. I'm gonna let you go first. What's your rating?
I'm giving this one a 7.
Okay, I'm gonna give it an 8. I really liked it. I guess it was just having Rack there that really did it.
I can see that. Yeah. Especially with how good of friends he and Kun are to have that giant ass fight.
I love that they had that fight. Just having Rock back just in general is the best. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. That is it for us. We have to take a break and get ready for solo leveling happening in about 2 hours. But we thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for this episode of Anime Church. We really do appreciate your patronage. And once again, I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
And I'm Fenrir Sarin, your patron saint to snackos and alcohol.
And we will see you very shortly in a couple of hours over on our Twitch channel. Once again, if you want to look at any of the stories that we talked about, the link is in the description for all of our stuff because we like to show our sources for everything. And of course, keep watching anime. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.